Hello and welcome back to Comic Studio for to do this as well. Where might gonna be actually that we're going to be finding out as well. So today we're absolutely going to be translating from like those things as well. Nothing is absolutely going to be available for around here. If we're gonna be browse some comics for around here for to do this, you may not see for perhaps like those for unusual trends as even possible. This is going to be another 15 minutes of this video, of course, that we're going to be seeing this out. But nothing you'll be seeing this as well that you're going to be to do this, what I never going to be causing around here. So this is absolutely a little bit for some kind of a little bit stressing me out as well. And oh my gosh, I gotta be for some sort of like a little bit of bad news as well. I don't really think that Micmac for some sort of the CEO of Cookie Run as well is absolutely already found out that where the comic studio is, and that must be a little bit more interested about for those things as well. You might changing a little bit of language as well. So looks like we added for some sort of I'm not probably sure. So looks like new languages has been added for around here. And since there must be multiple languages have been added, this for the late April Fools as well for some sort of like this. You can select for only for the standards as well, such as English as well. There must be a lot more for those languages as for the Spanish, Dutchies, the Francis as well. There must be a French language, a Chinese language, Japanese. There's Japanese. There must be for Portugal words, and there must be for Korean words for to do this as well. You might be able to be translated as fast as possible to do this as well. And so looks like there are new translations is absolutely to do this as well. And what about going to be for the Italian language that I'm probably supposed to do? So we're going to be trying to find out absolutely where the first of those for the German languages are, and probably like anything as well for some sort of like these. And the French language, there must be a little bit for some kind of more, and right over here, which is absolutely pretty interested for some sort of like this. If you're gonna be seeing for Japanese, which is not probably that I just used to be as well. So the Japanese or Chinese, I don't know really why to do this as well. I kind of confused for just a little bit for around here. As we're already speaking for without further ado to do this as well, I just completely recorded for around over 15 minutes of this video. We got the Google Translate since that whenever it does, because that I just recorded by late of April, and which is we're almost the end of April Fool's Days to go for the last days to come around as well. You're seeing this for some sort of translate anything as well, translated from anything as well. So we'll be able to be decided to pick Italian. So we just going to be started right over here and started to search whenever you want, and probably you wanted to do is we're going to be find something what perhaps that we're going to be finding some here in the fronts as well, expected from right over here. Let's get into the 6th Soul Jam, which is not gonna be for probably that something is gonna be a little bit interested as well. You might see one for round to start with, as you may gotta be going to. Oh yes, the 6th Soul Jam it is. Am I gonna be able to be finding out as well after we find something as well to use? If that cookies could be able to be speak Italian, which is this is not gonna be insanely worse is right here. So I got a lot of storage, as we're gonna be headed starting with the expanded Cookie Run Comic Studio. It has been for 2 days that I just already added for some kind of like these cars as well. Even though they added the Audi RS6, the Dodge Charger, even though, and we're already done with the Automotive Marathon as well. I cannot believe, I can't wait that I just absolutely added tiles that I just already seen this right probably. And before we're gonna be just trying to find out, but looks like if I'm just gonna be started to scroll all the way down, it won't be gonna be necessary as well. And yes, my computer was unplayable. So I might gonna be find it without further ado. And we might be able to be searching for these things as well. Let's gonna be browsing some comics and might gonna be recreated for some sort of like the cookie names. I cannot believe that I just didn't remember. I got an idea about of this situation. I'm gonna be trying to voice command for one thing as well and translate it into the Italian for reference as well. Italian language isn't going to be for one thing as well. Sometimes that anybody thinks about for the Italian brain rots could be for as possible as well. If I just gonna be speaking here about like this, about rise and shine, Mr. Freeman, and could be for around that translate into this thing as well. I hopefully that we're gonna be using to translate it by voice as well. So here we go. Is it gonna be working? It's not working for just literally for one thing as well. So maybe I'm just going to be for the better ways is to type manually instead of the voice that I just didn't have. If you're gonna be double clicking around for this thing as well, and this isn't going to be translated by voice as well, so you may not able to be hearing for this thing as well. So I'll be gonna be for clicking as much as time is possible as well. So that doesn't gonna be able to be figured it out. It's not probably working. Let's just go on to be for saying the rise is way. So this is actually going to be for around here to stay. It says get up and shine, Mr. Freeman. Mr. Freeman. Oh, there it is. Alright, Signor Freeman. And could be for around here. So, if this is absolutely saying rise, it's absolutely definitely blocked around for this for unknown reasons as well. It says here, this is not gonna be saying for around here for just like this. But I absolutely gonna be copying for around here and paste into the 6th Soul Jam. Which is I'm going to be pasted here. And which is we're going to be playing here for to do this as well. And there it go. This is absolutely the Italian languages. And probably that you might gotta be actually try to do. Or you could just go on to be skipping it whatever you want as well. And it says here, Alzati di Brilla, Signor Freeman. Yep, this is absolutely that I just already saying for around here. And how am I going to be taking for one thing as well. So it's not going to be for around here for some sort of, oh guys, we're pasting for just another one for just a little bit for this thing as well. And I cannot believe it for this is absolutely going to be for just a little bit scamming for just one. So this is not going to be expectations around here, so let's just get rid of this as well. The narration could be for around to paste here, and then for the paste 2, let's get it be for just going to be for around here. Paste another one, and centerpiece. This is actually for the URL for around here for just like this. I'm not going to be giving for around for just one says. Oh, right. This is gonna be another one. Freeman. This isn't gonna be for one thing as well, for just to do this as well. Which means, rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. So, we're already being talking about here, so let's move on to another one as well. Let's get back to Comic Studio, and we're translating for this thing as well. And open up their eyes as well, and I won't be able to be taken around here. This will be resulting for taking about over 20 minutes as well, and that could be the part 1 as well. I made a script about for some sort of the lines from Half-Life 2, which is I didn't make the game like anything as well, because this is actually from the 6th Soul Jam that is just gonna be recreated for something as well. as you might get to be playing for this thing as well, but I just tried to do this for a little bit pretty a lot as well. But the first thing as well that I have an idea for just for another like these things as well. Well, let's just gonna be using for the custom sprites, whatever it is, and let's go for the Tesla Model S. And so let's add a Tesla Model S for to do this as well, and start this all the way for just only one thing as well. So I'm gonna be going to get for a little bit closing things as well, and let's just minimize for this thing, shall we? And add it for some kind of a little bit of words. And here must be going to be for copy and paste for this thing as well. It took me for hours that I just added for some kind of like these things as well. And I'm probably reading this from Black Mesa, and which is not absolutely that I just heard from the Half-Life scripts, but I just using for some sort of like those things as well for some kind of requires a safety security system, probably like anything for use as well, multiple safety conditions as well, and probably it's absolutely for one thing as well for to do this as well. It was just like a Half-Life reference, but probably we just did for some sort of like these things as well. Even like these things as well, let's going to be copying around for the translations and send them in, and you might be able to be pasting this. So all of these things have just completely pasted in for one reason. This car talks, and that won't be necessary as well. So looks like this is going to be for some sort of like this, but it's absolutely started around for the English version. It could be for says, "Welcome user to the Automobile Model S security safety system for use in everyday roads with multiple safety conditions. All system and features engage. Drive safe and have a safe day." Or a very safe day as well. Probably this is actually going to be saying for using for these things as well. But as you can see, this is the Italian version, and it was gonna be saying for around here. I was trying to say for the a few attempts, but in this case for around it says "Benvenuto utente del sistema di sicurezza per l'uso sulle strade di tutti i giorni con molteplici condizioni di sicurezza. Tutti i sistemi e le funzioni si attivano. Giuda in sicurezza e trascorsi una giornata in tutta sicurezza. Probably have a nice for a safe day as well, for isn't it as well. And it's absolutely says for around here for the Tesla as well to begin driving as well. And probably we added a little bit more for some sort of like those some kind of types as well, and for some kind of a little bit more tiles as even possible. So whenever that they just going to be added a little bit more, and this won't be necessary as well. And that doesn't absolutely add it for some multiple drafts until I might added something unusual as for some kind of tiles. And what could be absolutely going to be possibly going wrong around here is taking a little bit hard as actually going to be for a round of those things as well. So probably I added for some sort of like those things as for some kind of Pixar cars, remixing with Cookie Run characters, could be for one insane thing. And what about for the Cookie Run together for around for these things as well? So I just already made for like these things as well. It could be from the egg foo young and turn it to something kind of unusual as well. You remember about this video that I just pretty saw for around here? You definitely already saw for around here, as you probably remembered this. And I didn't mention to do this as well. If you forget about for these things, no regrets. It was absolutely for one accident for some kind of like these things. And from Lemon Soda, we added for multiple backgrounds and a little bit much more. And after some kind of a little bit of Princess as well. And over here for around like taking over the Ponyville. And whenever that we're gonna be taking for a little bit too much for as well. It taking for over 20 minutes as well, so probably that's it. So looks like this is absolutely that we translated to Italian language, completed but actually unfinished, and it won't be necessary as well. As we're putting into some kind of a little bit of test, and it won't be gonna be for some sort of like this. And here it goes. Probably for some sort of like those things. So, am I gonna be fixing this later until we just completely able to be fixing this for something like that I'm probably not very sure for to do this as well. But asking me why as well is we're gonna be acting for some sort of like that I just added for some more Italian for those things as well. I'll be see you right here in the part 2. And also the link is gonna be in the description below to browse some comics in Comic Studio, whatever you just try to do whenever you want. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna be see you in another video.